All right, welcome to Real Estate UnRaked, brought to you by the Rakers Home Group at Real Estate. Let me tell you this, we are super excited to bring you guys this first podcast and many more, and this is an exciting thing for us. We've been planning this for a little bit, and we are really, really excited to talk to you guys about everything real estate related. And today we're actually going to talk to you guys about a little bit about who we are, what we do, and at the same time, we're going to even talk about a little bit how you feel about the market and what's happening here in Northeast Florida. All right. So without further ado, we are the Rakers Home Group at Real Estate. We are a diverse group of agents that work together to give a buying and selling experience like no other. We offer a lot of things for our buyers and sellers, and it's amazing. We'll get into this a lot about what we do and how we do it for each of us. But why not we talk about us a little bit?
Okay.
Dane, tell me about you, bud.
All right. Well, my name's Dane Coussens. I used to own my own business, moved here probably 25 years ago to Jacksonville and opened my own business, and was doing pretty successful in there. Started getting a little older in age, so I decided to change career paths. My other business that I owned was service-oriented, and I enjoyed working with customers and helping them out and seeing the smile on their face when everything was done. And I wanted to try to get into something same. So a few years ago, I got into real estate, and I loved the experience of helping clients get their first home or a home they had a hard time getting, and was able to get them in. And it's very satisfying. It's gratifying to see that smile on their face at the end of, at closing. And you just can't beat that feeling. So I enjoy helping people out and just helping them find their dream home.
That's great. A lot of agents that start new think it's just a really like a transactional kind of situation where we just take care of buyers and sellers, do paperwork, and move on.
No, it's
This is 100% a relationship business. Yeah. And that is probably one of the key things that drove me to become a real estate agent. And, well, what I'd like to say is that we're realtors.
Right.
Is that what you say? Realtor or realtor?
Realtor.
There's a difference between the two. Absolutely. But no, relationship business, Dane, you hit the nail on the head. I think with all your experience that you've done from being a business owner to a few other things, it worked out great. And the things that you're bringing now to the buyers and sellers, I see it every day. It's amazing. So that's awesome, man.
Yep. Right.
Brooke.
Okay, I have to say, the only unfortunate thing about Mr. Dane right here is he's a Georgia Bulldog fan, but it's okay.
Go Dogs.
You have to bring that up.
I'm Brooke Michael, and that's my twin sister, Brittany. And we both have been into athletics for about 17 years. We both played softball from the time we were 5 until we retired from softball in college. And, yeah.
What got you into real estate?
So college was rough. So our first initial was we were going to go be nurses, but life threw us a curveball, and
Huge
then
curveball.
we decided to be done with school, and we came back home because we were living in Georgia at the time. We came back home, went back to school, and then we both realized we both thought, well, we might need to do something different. And then at the time, I coached Eric's daughter, Chloe, and he's in the real estate. So kind of talked, got to know each other, and Britt and I both were like, you know what, that might be something we want to get into. It seems fun. It's very flexible because we're both softball coaches. So it's very flexible with our outside lives. So
I'll tell you what, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm glad that you brought that up because it was funny when we were talking about that. They're like, yeah, we're going to school on it. We're working on doing it. I said, if you ever need help, let me know.
I say that relationship's been there, over a year, almost 2 years now?
Yeah.
Way before everything even happened?
Yeah, went from the, hey, I just got a quick question about something. Can you help me out? To us like working 4 days a week through Zoom. And you guys going through the classes and taking the tests and stuff. And it's just been really cool.
yeah,
Sorry to interrupt.
No, I remember walking through one of our previous jobs, and I was talking to her. I was like, you know what? I'm going to send Eric a quick text message about this. And I was like, okay, we're just going to do it. And that's when I texted you the first time asking all the questions. And here we are.
It was a huge leap of faith. I think our whole life we've always been those girls that are like, oh my gosh, these houses, can I please just walk through them? Like, just to look at the decor, look at just the layout of everything. And like, I would never have thought 5 years ago when we started college that I'd be doing this now. But I love it. And I know Brooke does too.
That's great. You guys are doing a fantastic job. All you guys are, and even the rest of the team. I mean, we don't have them here. I wish we had all mics that all of us were here all the time talking about it, because we could sit here and talk all day about what we do for people.
Yeah.
I think that's why we are real estate agents, and we do what we do. And I tell you what, for me and how I got into this business is completely different from what you guys did. I was successful in the automotive industry on the fixed operations side. Now, if you don't know what that is, I mean, you got people that sell cars, which is the retail side, which is the front of the house. I work on the back side of the house where I work in parts and service department. So you know that most of the time that you go over to the service department to get your car fixed, how many times you walk in happy about it? All right. So 99.9% of the time I was dealing with somebody who was upset. So again, relationship management business. I did that for over 25 years. I was also in the parts department, and I handled a huge wholesale department as well. So I understand about going in and developing relationships, overseeing a service that everybody else offers, but I just do it better. And I always talked about my team and how we did it better. So I got to carry that into here. So, I mean, I went from anywhere from working in the detail department all the way up to a fixed operations director role. I also got into the insurance industry a little bit, but when I got down here to Florida, I finished out my career. I had one of my friends tell me, hey, you'd be really good at real estate. And I said, you know what? I might give it a go. Now, I will say the similarity, what you guys said, is a big leap of faith. I took some time, thought about it for a little bit, was used to that consistency, taking care of my family, but I didn't like the fact that I was always away from them, because I didn't get to do anything. I dropped my daughter at the daycare, and then I'd go to work, and I would come home really late, burn out, worn out, and I never got to spend any time with anybody. So I became a real estate agent. My friend talked me into it, and I retired from the auto industry after like 2 months. I'm like, this is it. And my life completely changed 1,000,000%. I got to see my daughter go to school every morning. I got to see her come home. I was still putting food on the table and generating something. I did that for a year and realized I'm missing something. I'm not leading anybody anymore. And you got to remember, for years, I was being a leader of anywhere between 50 to 172 employees. And that was my jam. That was what I was used to, you know. I loved it. I loved going into work and going, hey, how you doing today? What can I do to help you out? Because I believed in a powerful team. I believed in finding out what your individual goals were and making it your empowerment, your movement to help your career. Because when you do that, it helps the company as a whole and the company goal. I focused on individual stuff. So when I got into real estate after a year, I couldn't stand it. So I'm like, I started a team. It was tough going. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I think now where we're at is millennial miles ahead of where I was at when I first started.
Oh, absolutely.
The things that we're doing and the platforms that we're hitting and how we take care of customers is unbelievable. And I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about the group that we have. And, you know, starting this podcast, I remember that the prep on it and trying to get it set up. You guys are making fun of me because I was like, oh, we want to do this. I'm like, okay, next thing you know, I had a soundboard, I had arm booms, I had everything that we need. And I said, let's go, you know.
I think this was all within a day or two.
Yep.
That everything was ordered.
Yes. I'm not going to lie.
Ordered, it'll be here Saturday.
Well, you guys know, you know, what did I tell you? What was the one step below obsessed? What was it?
Oh,
Oh, my
addiction?
goodness.
Passionate.
Passionate.
Yes.
That's
And
better.
that's here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are. Okay. So talk to me, you guys. I want to know what your feelings are. You know, give me some examples that you guys do that makes us different taking care of customers, buyers and sellers. And we can start on the buying side if you want. So
Well, I think what makes us a little bit different, and I don't know how most teams or all teams operate, but we're not just one person when we're working with a client. There's 8 of us that you're working with, and we all chip in to help each other out, whether it's selling, listing, social media, you know, advertising a listing, doing videos for, you know, the homes we're trying to sell, or even open houses that we do. You know, we work together for that.
if I've got a client that's looking for like a 4.2 with a water view, you guys know that we talk about that because we talk about it all the time.
Right.
Hey, what kind of client that I have? What are they interested in? And you guys are scouring the market just as hard as I am.
Yeah.
And we all know, and this is the usual thing that I ask buyers. And I give them the little hook because it's like, okay, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to help you out. I'm a different type of agent. This is what I want you to do. I want you to text me when you're laying in bed, because I know you're laying in bed right now in the evening time and you're scrolling through Zillow or any other, platform where you can find houses.
Right.
I go, I know you're doing that. You're going to find one that you like. And I want you, when you're laying down in the evening time, to text me and say, I want to go see that house tomorrow. Because I'm going to answer that text message and ask you what time you want to go see it. That's what separates us. All right? Because I share that knowledge with you guys. You guys are just as much as a go-getter that I was in the business and still am. And you guys are actually eclipsing me, which I think is wonderful. But that's the kind of service level that we're going to provide. We're always going to do what no one else is willing to do. Actually, it's not a running joke, but what is the running phrase that we always say now?
It's don't wait for the deal. Let's go find that deal.
Yes, but what's the other one? Because I love that one. That was great. The one we said, let's not go look for the deal. Let's go find the deal for you. That's for that market. And we're going to talk about that real soon here.
Okay.
But we're never not working.
Never not working.
That's true.
Yeah, my wife gets mad at me all the time. But there's a reason why we do it.
I've gotten emails at midnight from this man. Midnight.
Sorry.
Never not working.
Well, I mean, you think about it. I spend a lot of my time with customers. All right. I do spend a lot of time with my family, which this is why I love this job. So when I'm still up doing stuff, I'm not playing video games like I used to years ago, even though I still try to, trust me. But I constantly are thinking about what I can do better for the team, what I can do better for our clients. And it's not trying to reinvent the wheel.
No.
What it is just I use the KISS method. Keep it simple, silly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I use the new and improved, updated version, because here we are. I could get into some other things with that. It's constant innovation, constant change. And that's the most important thing that I like to provide you guys, so you guys can provide a better service for our clients.
Right.
Because we're the overall experience that we're getting. As a matter of fact, Dane, you got a listing right now, and we've all sat in this open house. I know I'm sitting in this weekend, and this weekend's Labor Day weekend, but I'm gonna be there,
right?
And I'm gonna do whatever I can to help get that house sold. There's a reason that we're all here together as a team. Because if you got a single agent that's doing stuff, they're only going to do so much. And then when they're off for vacation, which, by the way, you guys know me, I always answer my phone and work during vacation, even though you guys tell me that you're never going to call me. It's okay. And because you know I'm going to answer the phone.
And we still call you.
That's right. And I love it.
Or we're on vacation and he's still calling us.
Oh, yeah.
That's happened.
My bad.
I think it's day to day. We're like, okay, we haven't heard from Eric yet. We haven't heard, when is he going to call?
Yeah.
I think before noon.
Always.
Every day.
Always.
Yep.
I at least got to see how you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I usually start out with something funny, or I'll tell something about something crazy that my daughter did.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
But talking about our experience and just the overall team, we have such a large demographic on the team. I love it. I mean, literally, there's you physically can see it right now. You got Dane and I, us old guys. We printed out our stuff for the podcast, and they got Brooke and Brittany here with their iPads, and they're writing down notes and stuff. I feel like I'm being trumped. I don't like that.
Just showing your age.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You do have an iPad.
I do, but guess what? It's not charged. I usually call that my third brain. I use it a lot, but anyhow. So what else kind of services we provide? Is there anything specific that you guys love about the group that we do for our clients?
I think the big one, because Dane, you have the listing out in Fleming Island. I know Britt and I have worked hard to really
market
and let everyone know on social media why Fleming Island is such a great place to move, to try and get people to, hey, I want to go see that listing. Or, my gosh, I really like that house in Chatham Village. I want to go see it. And why the plantation is such a great place to live. I know we've done that. We still have videos coming out soon. We haven't showed you that yet. You'll like it.
Yeah.
You'll like it.
I've heard about
sneak
it. It's pretty
yeah.
good.
But I know that's what I've done, will do for anybody on the team.
Right. And y'all do a phenomenal job, by the way. Y'all are just spot on with that.
Oh my gosh, the video content is amazing.
But
Britt and I
it's like-
love it.
Yeah. I feel like even for the teams, that age gap there too. Like, I'm not saying y'all are up there in age, but like you guys maybe
Yes, she is.
aren't like in front of the camera for social media, or like
Right.
you just have different viewpoints. Like today for our video, we just bounced ideas off of each other, and I feel like we've all grown with that the longer we've been together too.
Well, I'm learning so much from you guys. It's not even funny.
We're learning as we go.
Yeah, but I tell you, the younger generation is so into social media and how to do the content and to get it out. It's pretty amazing to me. Again, I'm showing my age, but I love it, and I'm learning so much from you guys.
Yeah, and even before we started this job, Brooke and I were not too much into social media.
Not at all. We never
I remember that.
posted
No.
on anything. And I remember
Hardly.
having the conversation with you, and you said y'all are gonna have to start using social media
Like,
a little bit more. And I
Yeah.
said, "Are you
Serious?
sure?" Because I've never used it through college, through high school. I'd never used social
No.
media.
Wow.
I didn't either. I only use social media to communicate with my family up north. It's an easy way to do it, stay in contact with everybody.
Right.
And, one of the biggest changes that I had to deal with as a real estate agent was I was never one to talk about myself.
Neither. Still
And
not.
I really still am not. You know me, I'll give you guys credit before anything
Right.
I do. And learning to do this, I realized one thing: I'm a business owner. If I don't tell somebody what I do, then guess what?
Who's going to tell them?
Nobody's going to tell anybody.
Yeah, that's right.
So I had to learn really, really fast. And one of the things I teach new agents right out of the gate is I don't care what you do, where you are. I don't care if you go to the gas station and you get one of your snacky treats because you're having a midnight craving. That clerk's going to know that you're a real estate agent before you
Right.
go. Okay. I don't care if you got go to Walmart, get a gallon of milk for the family, or go groceries, or, go buy new underwear or something at Kohl's. All right. You're going to let somebody know that you're a real estate agent. Okay.
I say Brooke and I have been starting to wear our name tags.
Oh, God.
Where we go.
It's my new personality.
Yeah,
if I don't
it
have my
is.
name tag on, I don't have it on right
Absolutely.
now.
And
but
it's brought up a few conversations with some people, and
Sure.
we still struggle to talk about ourselves, even just being as agents. And I'm like, even before we had this job, people would ask Brooke and I about our backgrounds in softball, and we would still like be
Right.
really humble about it. And we have had a really successful career, but we still wouldn't talk about it. And I feel like even going in and out of this, it's like, yeah, I'm a real estate agent,
Yeah.
Realtor.
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 Sorry, I just had to get that in there. But you're right. We can do this, and you do have to do something a little bit different in your head, but you still can be humble and how you do it. And it's just a path and guidance. I mean, I will tell you, I let everybody know that I do it, and it's so funny. I make a joke about it, like when I was coaching softball for a little bit, and I would tell everybody, "Hey, if everybody," and then I'd walk into the field and I'd say hi to the parents, and I'd say, if every one of the parents bought a house, I'd be buying all the girls new bats and stuff. Just making a joke. But now they all have that idea
Right.
that I am a real estate agent,
you're
and they
staying
know
on
that
top
I'm
of
there.
mind, too.
It's a
So,
branding thing.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, we got to talk about something else because this is super important.
Okay.
And I know you guys are feeling it, you guys are seeing it, but the market right now, after years of a red hot seller's market, things are shifting. You all disagree with me or agree with me with that?
I agree.
Agreed. Yes. Buyers are finally having some leverage again. But what are you dealing with right now? High interest rates and insurance cost.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what's kicking us right now. It's not all easy sailing, but let's break it down real quick, okay? What is one of the biggest things that buyers have right now?
Negotiating power.
Yes. Negotiating power, okay? We finally have room to negotiate.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, it's longer selling times. There's more homes on the market. Little to none bidding war. If there is any, it's one of those unique properties, which I love it whenever I get a unique property to list because, oh my gosh, here we go.
Right.
This is going to be fun. All right. But that's really the big change from the pandemic eras where everybody's paying well over asking for stuff.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. But even with that power, affordability is still a major concern.
Right.
Would you guys obviously agree that you're
Oh,
seeing
yeah.
it right now,
for
right?
Sure, for sure.
Brooke, I mean, one of the things that you brought up earlier was affordability and rates and stuff like that. What are they sitting at right now?
Yeah, the interest rates are around 6 to 7%, and the insurance cost also keeps climbing.
Absolutely. But on the flip side, those who can buy, there's less pressure that we've seen in years. And what I mean by that is simply this, because there's several different ways that we can combat these high interest rates and high insurance costs. What is one of the major things that we have seen so far in our business that we've kind of added to another layer of our business that is really tremendously helping our clients?
Well, new home construction is a huge help.
Ding, ding, ding.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
Because they're offering lower rates as well as money towards closing costs. Sometimes up to 15, even 25,000 to go towards closing costs.
Yeah.
So
I've seen 499 rate locks.
yep.
I've seen, like you said, 25K. I've seen even more than that.
Wow.
But what else is a really good thing? So the common thing that I hear right now is you have a client that currently owns a home. All right. They got that awesome rate, you know.
Right.
I don't even want to talk about it right now because that's never going to happen again. But they got that awesome rate. They have the house, but they want to buy a new one. What is one thing that they can use? What's the magic word that they can use to help them counteract the high interest rate right now?
The equity you have in their home.
Aha.
Ooh, I knew that one.
You did. I know you did. I saw it in your eyes. You're like, ooh, I knew it. I knew it. I
Choose
know it.
me.
It's at the tip of my tongue. Yes, equity. Equity is what is going to be an interest rate killer.
Yeah.
All right. So use these advantages. Like you go buy a brand new home and we get you real market value for your house. Yes, the equity is going to be a little bit less right now because it's balanced out. That's what we wanted. You want that. All right. So if prices are lower on the sale of your house, prices are going to be low when you buy. All right. So that's good.
Right.
There is a common balance to that. You can never ever, which is always thing that we saw in the auto industry, was you always wanted to get a lot of money for your trade in and buy your new car really, really cheap.
Yeah.
You always want it that way. When in all reality, you're going to get real market value for your trade in and you're going to get real market value for the vehicle that you're buying. There's no difference when a house. However, same situation with this, but here's the cool part. You got builder incentives, you got rate lock right down. I mean, you've got, and that equity. I mean, I could probably get you the same house payment if not a little bit cheaper. All right. The point I'm trying to make in this is it doesn't matter what the interest rate is. It doesn't matter what the economy's doing. All right. It matters what you want and what we're going to go do to get that done.
Right.
And you gotta be with a real estate agent or a real estate team. That's fact. And that fact. And I'll tell you, you're going to get that both ways from us.
Yeah.
All right. And Dane, you said it earlier, that phrase.
Don't wait for the deal. Let us go find that deal for you.
That's exactly right. Why wait for the deal when we
Make
can
it.
go make it for you right
Yeah,
now?
That's right.
Why are you going to wait? And this is what I tell everybody. Why are you going to wait right now for the market to shift and change? Because people have been saying that for the last 2 years. You know,
Right.
I've got Halloween decorations that are not as old as the people that have been telling me, I'm going to wait for the market to change or I'm going to wait for the market to crash. Guess what, people? It's not going to.
No.
It's going to adjust, but it's never going to go back the way it was.
And
So,
you know what's going to happen when people start buying? When the rates drop, let's say they get down in the upper fives, people are going to start buying and inventory is going to start going. So if you see something you like now, you might want to jump on it now and possibly 6 months down the road, refi.
oh my gosh, you hit the nail on the head right there. Buy now. Let's get the deal. It's going to cost you less. So what? The interest rate's high. Okay.
Yeah.
If you can afford it, do it. There's a circle of business that happens with this market. It all shifts, constantly evolving. You can refi from there. I guarantee you're going to get a deal on that. If not, guess what? I know a couple lenders that'll be able to help you do that.
Right. Exactly.
All right. And now your equity has gone up in your house exponentially. Why? Because you bought at the right price and it's worth that much more.
Right.
I mean, that's one of the things that you get in a home, no matter what, that you don't get on anything else you buy. You remember that phrase when you're in the auto industry? When you drive the car off the lot, it's automatically worth 20%
Yeah,
less
it
right out
depreciates
as
right
soon as you
inside.
drive it off the driveway.
Right. That's right.
Here, it's not. Every year you gain equity on your home.
That's right.
And how much is that, Dane? Do you know?
What, 3%?
Ah, you nailed that one too, man. Ding, ding, ding. You
Yeah,
could
I'm on
gold
fire.
star for Dane
I'm
today.
on fire.
Well, is there anything else you guys want to talk about the current market? No?
No.
No, you guys seem pretty
good.
satisfied today.
Yep.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to wrap things up today, and if you're thinking about buying a house in Northeast Florida, or you just want to know how the trends affect you, reach out to us, the Rakers Home Group with Heron Real Estate. We're going to guide you through the process. We're going to help you take advantage of the shifting market. All right. And we're going to help get that deal for you. Okay. And remember, Dane, what was that again?
Don't wait for the deal.
Let's go make
Let's go make it.
Yes, buddy. I love it.
Let's do it.
Let's
Yeah, let's
do
do
Oh,
it.
here. We got to do that.
Let's do it.
There we go.
If you see our YouTube videos, you'll know that's what Dane says all the time. And Brooke, what do you say all the time in your videos?
Microwave.
That's French for microwave. All right.
French.
It's French.
Is it French?
Could be. Do you want it to be?
It is now.
It's my own language.
It's Brookish.
Brokenese.
Brookadies. Okay. Well, guys, I tell you what, thanks for tuning in to our first podcast, the Real Estate UnRaked. All right. Be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with somebody. All right. Until then, we'll see you guys next time.